So, the first piece of advice that I have is I want you to consider the location and the contact person because sometimes materials that you would take to an in person meeting might be a bit overwhelming on a Zoom or, vice versa, right? And also, you want to think about your contact person. I find that if you're meeting with a senior manager or director, the level of detail might differ from meeting with someone who's a vice president or in the C-suite. So, little, nuances that I see if I'm meeting with a vice president or someone in the C-suite, or I have a client that I'm coaching that's going to go into one of these meetings, we keep materials extremely high level. These are the last people that want things that are very detailed. Remember, the purpose of that first meeting is for you to generate enough interest to either A, meet again, or B, create a proposal, right? So you just want to get some high level information in front of them. And like I said, Jess is going to show us some great ideas on how to do that. But I really think that's especially important when you're talking about VPs and C-suites. Where with senior managers and directors, I find that they are open to a bit more detail, but you need to guide them with it. You don't want them to focus too much on an area that you didn't mean them to focus too much on. And that's why I like taking on, honestly, an overall brief approach with any type of material or slide that would go into any of your meetings. So in terms of location, just really think about how much are you bringing? I'm a big fan of if you're going to meet with someone in person and your organization has an annual report, just stick with that. And don't go through the entire annual report, not saying that you would. We've got some real bright people on our LinkedIn Live here today, but just finding the right pages to kind of put in front of them as a way to just get engagement and conversation going. And then you can use that same approach if you're doing something on Zoom, quickly going to the PDF of your annual report, or maybe it's a page of your website that kind of summarizes some various points that you wanted to make. I think those are very appropriate tools to use for the in-person versus Zoom. Jess, did you have anything to add to that before I advanced?
No, I think that those are all incredibly spot on.